Happy Memorial Day, fam. How's everybody going? Pretty weekend. Beautiful weekend for Memorial Day, isn't it? Don't forget the importance of Memorial Day. What it means to us is more than just barbecues. And it's the reason we have barbecues. The heroes out there that did, so we didn't have to go without. God bless you guys. So, all right, I want to address something real quick today. Why not? So Revis, Miss Daggett posted. Hey, fuck you! You can speak. Posted something about Jaime, and of course, hey, also breaking the law, breaking the law. Um, I love everybody on both sides. There's but a lot of people already have predisposed disgust and hate for Revis and mentioned it. How dare you use his death as a political tool? Um, so I understand taking the hate aside because if she could have gone out, hey, praise Jesus, you would have been. What about the devil? Wasn't he an angel once? What the fuck you got against angels, Revis? So but I also get the side that a lot of people think it was a dirty, down, desperate trick, but it's also okay. Let's take that aside. I like abstract art. Let's take that aside for a sec. Okay. We also have an unsolved murder and another unsolved death with Michael, and I'm not even sure if any assistance or anything was required during COVID for Donovan, and so I'm not going to dig into that one because out of respect for Jennifer. But there's been a lot of unsolved, completely ignored, or okay, if we're incapable of fucking doing investigations, let's let's not just go and say, hey, fuck this. Move forward. Let's go. Did anybody ask Attorney General or the Texas Rangers for investigative assistance in a small town where obviously not capable of taking care of? I don't know. I don't know. I know in my own small town of Valentine, Texas, one time just 5 miles across the border to Chicote Ranch, there was a murder of the ranch manager and his wife, and boom, all of a sudden, the wets across the border. Somebody had a grudge, killed them. They had bad intentions and they killed them, and that was the first place it went. And that's the most popular way to go. And Texas Rangers came, sheriff came. There was a little investigation, but someone was like, doesn't add up. They West have been coming here for years. This was back then. Even now, almost. Shit hasn't happened here either. That's doesn't make sense. It ain't being panned out. And sure enough, they found out that the helper next door, the one that was pointing fingers at the Wets and the illegals that came and murdered that family. And this shit happened in less than a month that they found out, and it was boom sealed. We found out who did it. There was no fucking cameras, man. Here we have cameras, and with Michael we had evidence. And did anybody take a picture of the Snapchat shit that happened? And goddamn, there was so much going on, and nothing happened. It slipped under the rug, and everything's okay. So I get what Revis is trying to say. Change the narrative to somebody that will try at least exhaust all mental and physical efforts to get some of the shit solved. And if it comes out as a campaign, whatever, then okay. And if Remy wins, Remy, are you gonna do this? If you do this, fucking, yeah, you'll be my hero, bro. If you will fucking open up these, don't wait for the next unsolved murder. If you have the balls to go and ask the attorney general, hey, I know you're doing your data center or whatever, you're doing the best first starting, whatever the fuck he said. That's cool. But if you do this, yeah, then I'm on board. But you haven't said you're going to do this. Everything sounds like it's the same. That's why that's why I get the separation between both candidates is we're going around the same because we know we're going to try to get different, but there's a lot of animosity in between. And I love everybody on both parties, both sides. I'm not going to get involved in mudslinging those of you that are going to vote for Remy or mudslinging. Well, I can't because I already voted for a coach. Or mudslinging Rivas. But whatever, I'm not going to do that. I chose a path, but I do want a little bit of different. I think we deserve a little bit of different. We deserve the same path. I think we deserve someone to find answers, man. And I think the corruption's a harsh word, but there's no other word to put it. It could be ignorance. Is ignorance better than corruption? You think? We have an ignorant police force, and ignorance is such a bad word because you say, oh, you're stupid. No, it's not. It just means they haven't been trained, haven't been taught, don't know how. They're ignorant of how to fucking investigate crime scenes, murders, or I don't know. All I know is shit should have been solved with cameras, people, in this modern era. This shit that I'm talking about in Valentine, Texas happened in the fucking 80s, man. Ain't no cameras. There's nothing. There's footprints. There's instinct. There was fucking look around. Investigations. God damn. Population 230 something, and they can solve a fucking murder. Is it because they were white? Ooh, no. No, had nothing to do with it. Because in small towns, cultural diversity is a little strange. We will say the N word, we will say the W word, we will say the R word, but we don't mean harm by it just because we're ignorant about how other people perceive and how their feelings are. That's all that is. Salt of the earth people, man. And that's where Rivas comes from, Fort Davis. That's where we get along. Lee, Rancher, I get that vibe. Sweep under the rug. I'm not saying that Remy will sweep anything under the rug if it happens or something. He might be great. And I really do hope if he does win, how about some of that instead of forgetting about what happened? But he hasn't said anything about wanting to change anything. That's it. That's another thing. There was no talk about change in that campaign. He thinks it's going to be better for Fort Stockton. Doesn't want to hear the noise and just wants to continue. Hey, we all voted for who we voted for, right? But like I said, with this Memorial Day thing and the Hyman thing, I get both sides. I get that no matter what Rivas does, he's going to get hated on. And anything Remy does, it's going to look like he's trying to sweep it under the rug too. It's going to be like it's more the same. We got to that point. Hopefully in a week it'll be over. Goddamn, I'm talking and I forgot what. God bless all of us. And hopefully at the end, we'll both be surprised with whoever wins. We'll both get like, hey, you know what? Coach turned out to be a good guy. And you know what? Remy turned out to be ethical and moral. Hopefully either one's a win. Right? That's all we can strive for. Either way, it's almost over. Have a happy weekend, man. If you get drunk, please be careful, man. Okay? Because they may not be able to solve murders. They can't do DWIs. Okay? Don't fuck around, man. Don't fuck around. God bless y'all.